Guys, welcome to the fourth episode of our lovely gaming segment. I hope you're ready to enjoy the news because we have some Liza P on the way and also a hell of a lot of gaming news coming from both the Nintendo Direct and PlayStation Showcase just last week. So here we go, let's get stuck into it. But if I may, I need to show you this amazing drawing that was presented to me this week. This deserves a certain showcase right here. It's me as a Pokemon trainer on the back of a freaking Arcanine. I absolutely love an Arcanine. It's one of my favorite Pokemons, and I will fight you on that, okay? Gruff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the rest of this episode, so let's get to it. Oh, and did I mention we got YouTube partnership? Yay! YouTube partnership. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit dressed up, to show them that I'm ready and available for this position. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for watching the videos and everything that's been released over the last couple of weeks, and also of course on my Twitch streams, where that also helps to bring you over here to catch up on some of the past live streams. I know there's monetization now, there's adverts, there's membership on the channels. Feel free to check into that to get some extra perks, but outside of that, guys, honestly, just thank you for being here. I'm a small creator, I'm a small channel, just making my way onto YouTube and just trying to find a place, just trying to take a tiny little slice out of that really huge pie. But pie, that sounds nice right now. Anyway, before I forget, let's move on with the show, shall we? Liza P is a Souls-like game comparable to Dark Souls, Bloodborne and Sekiro, where I liken it to a mashup between Bloodborne and Sekiro while adding its own twist on the genre. Released on the 19th of September 2023, which I'm currently playing through on my Twitch stream, which you should come and join all the puppet lying and dying fun. It is inspired by the 1883 novel Adventures of Pinocchio. You play as Pinocchio, a humanoid puppet waking up in the abandoned train station in the city of Krot, a city now overcome by calamity. Your objective is to locate your creator, Daddy Geppetto. Ooh, Daddy. While searching the dark, cyberpunk-esque city and fighting its many biomechanical enemies and fighting huge boss enemies. Liza P features a lying system, which will affect the future events of the game based on the player's decisions, resulting in the player getting one of 3 confirmed endings. The game also has a fairly versatile weapon and crafting system with 30 different weapon types and at least 100 combinations, with various progression systems to enhance your stats and gameplay, such as Ergo, this game's version of Souls, to level up or buy items, crafting to forge new main hand weapons and offhand Legion arms, and the P-Organ Heart feature to tweak your gameplay style on what you most want to focus on. Liza P has already been highly anticipated, with it being high up on most anticipated game of the year lists in a year full of already many strong competitors. And what a year it has been! I'm broke and my bank account hates me. Yay! Gaming. So the Nintendo Direct was quite a big showing this year. I'm going to go through lots of titles just popping up on your screen right now in no particular order whatsoever, but you know, you can go and view them in your own leisure if you do need a little bit more of that. So let's explore some of the other big titles on its way from the Nintendo Direct coming in 2024. The Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown releases on January 18th. You play as a new hero, Sargon. Yes, you don't get to play as the prince this time, guys, but you get to save the Prince of Persia and restore the world's balance to power. It's a 2D side-scrolling action adventure, gameplay drawing on the classic Prince of Persia gameplay. Levels are filled with ancient Persian architecture and enemies based on Persian myth and monsters. And next up is Princess Peach Showtime! Yeah, jazz hands! Releasing on March 22nd, you play as the Princess Peach in her first solo adventure game. Peach is just trying to enjoy a nice night at the theatre when the wicked Grape and Sour Bunch show up and ruin the evening for everyone with their dark magic. Peach, guided by her sidekick Stella, must now go from literal stage to stage to take on different leading roles in each show to clear out the Grape's dark magic and the Sour One's minions. It's girl boss time, and with girl boss time, that means that they like to dress up, and that means we'll be able to take on multiple different forms or game modes. Princess Peach attacks with ribbons but can also transform into a sword fighter mode. She becomes a stunning swordsman with acrobatic-like moves. She can also transform into a detective Peach, or even a Kung Fu Peach, and even more. Well, this one sounds quite close to my heart. Unicorn Overload! Yeah, Unicorn! Releasing on March 8th, you play as a young lord of a now fallen kingdom, gathering an army to retake your kingdom and birthright against an overlord. Described as a rebirth of tactical fantasy RPGs, the 2D game features a medieval-themed world with elements of both overworld map strategy mechanics and RPG-style mechanics. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is going to release sometime in 2024? Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is a brand new HD release of the original, released for GameCube in 2004, just in time for its 20th anniversary. The PlayStation Showcase was not as big as the Nintendo one, but had some very big titles, which we will be showcasing separately in just a moment. Insomniac and Marvel Studios join might once again, and releasing on October 20th, 2023, a PlayStation 5 exclusive, Spider-Man 2 is web-slinging its way onto our screens once again. It features stories for both Peter Parker and Miles Morales, with the option to seamlessly change between either one. The game's map will feature both the islands of Brooklyn and Manhattan, which will feature a unique story and gameplay content. The game will feature an all-new cast of Spider-Verse enemies for both Miles and Peter to defeat, including Venom and Kraven, with over 65 suits available, improved traversal, and characters can also parry attacks. The PlayStation 5 will improve DualSense functionality, including the symbiote's sensitivity to sound being captured through controller vibrations. Also a 30, 40, and 60 FPS mode with ray tracing. We will talk a little bit more about this closer to the release. Sephiroth! Sephiroth! Yes, I might like Final Fantasy VII a little bit too much, which brings us nicely on. Part 2 of the new trilogy of Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming out on February 29th. Yes, it's a leap year. Rebirth, as it will be called, will be coming on a 2-disc set. Yes, stop and take that in for a moment. 2 discs. A first for PlayStation, and that's huge. PlayStation 5, that is, of course. And will feature the story from when the gang leave Midgar up to at least the forgotten capital of the original Final Fantasy VII story, which was the original ending point of Disc 1 back in the day. The big question with the death of a certain character. Okay guys, Aerith dies, okay? She's dead. Sephiroth kills her. Okay, I'm sorry, the game's released back in the 90s. If you didn't know that now, I'm sorry. Maybe they'll continue that trend, maybe they won't. We shall see. It is stated that the order of locations explored are expected to not be the same as the original, and some, such as Wutai, will not be explorable until Part 3. Standout scenes from the sneak peek include that we will meet and play with Yuffie and Cait Sith. Although Yuffie had her own storyline integrated into the FF7 remake with Integrate. At the end of the clip, we also see Vincent Valentine join the story, but unclear yet if he is going to be a properly playable character, similar to how Red 13 was in the remake. Additional backstory is being explored for Cloud's return to Midgar with Zack and the Sephiroth clones. The big theme park-esque Gold Saucer will be visited and will include the fan favourite mini-games such as Chocobo Racing, Boxing Fight Sim, and even more promised. We will of course be wondering if all the romance options will be here like the original, such as Tifa, Aerith, and did you know, Barret too. Oh yeah boys, it's on. And the expected game length, you may ask, because the previous title may have ran about 35 hours give or take if you were taking your time. Add a little bit more for some of the arena battles. and then even a hell of a lot more if you're going for the whole completionist malarkey. But with this, it's expected. Remember, 2 discs, guys, 2 discs. That's like 1 and another 1. 2 discs. We're looking at almost 100 hours according to the game developers. That's a big juicy game full of lots of FF7 characters that I will enjoy streaming when it comes out on February 29th. And of course guys, if you are a completionist, it's going to take a hell of a lot longer than 100 hours, so prepare for a big meaty amount of Barret. I mean, Final Fantasy Rebirth coming to your screens very soon. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty is the first major expansion for the hit sci-fi RPG epic. After one of the biggest launch failures in history, CD Projekt Red is back to prove itself. It offers a brand new spy thriller story, a complete new district to explore, and revamping a lot of game features. Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty liberates its way to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation on September 26th. Explore the land of Antos, home of the harvest sprites, spirits that protect people and nature, as well as the goddess of nature known as the Harvest Goddess. There is a focus on connecting villages and multiple farms. Harvest Moon plows its way onto PlayStation on September 26th. Terraformers is an interstellar roguelike turn-based colony builder filled with micromanagement, where players mold Mars into a habitable world as the first interpret explorers to leave Earth. Explore the Red Planet and all it hides. It is already on PC, but it's coming to all consoles, bar the Switch. Terraformers becomes explorable on September 26th. Developers really must love Chooses, as our 4th entry for the same day is a cutesy dinosaur game combining Animal Crossing and dinosaurs. Befriend dinos, advance your friendships with them, all while building your ranch, while exploring the areas to collect materials using dinosaur abilities. Construct your cozy dino sanctuary. Paleo Pines wrangles its way into our hearts on all consoles and PC on September 26th. And finally on our list, and the longest name without a doubt, is Wo Long Fallen Dynasty Conqueror of Jingdong. It is the second of 3 expansions for the developers of Team Ninja. It is an action game exploring the chaotic and madness of the 3 Kingdoms period of the Chinese dynasty. It promises a thrilling and exciting experience for fans. Wo Long is hacking and slashing its way to all platforms, bar the Switch, on September 27th. And guys, that's it. What a showcase from both sides. A little bit mid here and there, but dear God, Final Fantasy, Spider-Man, and all those lovely Nintendo games as well. Jazz hands coming to us very, very soon. It's going to be another great year, I hope. At least I hope, for gaming. Final Fantasy is going to be the winner overall. We just know that's going to be the case. 2 discs, guys. 2 discs. Anyway guys, thank you so much for joining in today and watching this next episode. This is the 4th episode completed, so feel free, of course, if you did like this, to help out the channel by liking it, and if you haven't already, feel free to press that lovely subscribe button. We have just got YouTube partnership as well, so that once again has to be celebrated on this channel. So now we get some help to monetize ourselves, so definitely feel free to check out the members perks down below as well and get featured in these videos. So thank you once again for all the viewership so far, because we are a small channel but we're starting to get some sizable growth. So guys, we could not have done it without yourselves. So honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful once again for being able to reach this partnership and actually being here to present these news segments for you, because I absolutely love gaming, and I hope you get to see my enthusiasm as I advance with this segment as well, and all the little nuances that I change along the way. Anyway, enough from me. Little bit of a long outro, of course, but once again, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care. Sláinte.